Yo, what's good, everyone? It's your boy Logan or Logs. And as you can tell, it's cold as hell in Ohio right now. But behind me is my 9th gen Civic Si. And in this video, I'm gonna be basically breaking down if I regret boosting this thing. Because as you can tell, it's boosted. Just grab a chair here. Ugh. So first things first, right off rip, do I regret it? All my friends are gonna see this and be like, yeah, whatever. But honest to God, deep down in my heart, no, I don't regret boosting this thing. And let me explain why. So first of all, let me give some backstory. This car has not seen over 2,000 miles in the past 2 years. This thing is literally the most unlucky boosted Civic, especially the platform this is K-Series. Most K-Series can handle, moderate boost for a while. And that brings me to my first point, is this platform specifically, the K24Z series. If you don't know, this has a Z7 in it from factory. Common swaps when you grenade the Z7 is Z3 out of the TSX and the Accord. The K24 Z3, not K20 Z3. That's where a lot of confusion gets going. The K24 Z3, it has to be a Z series because of the crank position sensor. I'm pretty positive it's a different tooth count. It's also in a different location than the other K series. So right off rip, that makes sourcing one of these pretty complicated. Now, I've scored some deals on Marketplace and Junkyard Engines. This thing went through the stock Z7. That was completely my fault, our fault. I was still experimenting with this thing. I mean, this thing was only a couple years old when I started digging into it. Certain things that weren't out there yet, we ended up finding out for ourselves the hard way. Like, for example, we relocated the oil filter because these are really weird and the oil filter isn't in the normal location. It makes returning the oil feed for the turbo pretty hard. So we just blocked off the filter plate. We found out basically that you need a Type S pump to do that, to get oil delivery to the head. You live and you learn. With that being said, I'm glad I learned because now this stuff is second nature now. Everyone has to learn somewhere. Especially in this stuff, is like you have to get your hands dirty and figure it out. Now, with that being said, I wish I learned on an older Civic, such as the one behind that, like an EK or an EG, something that was already done a million times. Once again, another flaw these things have, there's no boost by gear through Honda. In order to have boost by gear, you need what's called a Cortex. It's a universal boost controller that lets you tap into your certain signal wires to give you boost by gear. And if you don't have boost by gear, it brings me to my next point. The transmissions in these cars suck. They're terrible. Now, that's pretty much known for like most K-Series, but these things, in my experience, compared to the other K-Series we've done, these things literally just grenade. Like, the fourth gear is terrible. If you know these cars, you know that's true. Just like any other Civic, there's no space in the bay, so that really sucks. It was kind of a pain to work on. But don't get me wrong, when this thing was running good, it was a blast. My specific case cannot be applied to any other 9th gen. I've just had the unfortunate luck, That's just how it goes. Now, with that being said, I have a fully built engine that is done and just waiting for final payment and pickup. Yeah, if you can't tell, there's no space in this bay. And I've got everything everywhere. I've been troubleshooting with this thing right now because there is an O2 code right now. The biggest thing with this is me and my brother. My brother's a fabricator. He custom made this entire turbo kit. So this is not a cookie cutter build. It's a Z7 head with a Sidewinder. That's a lot of people don't do that. So just trying to figure out ways we had to put the turbo there, and we had to move some things. At the end of the day, it was a lot of work, and it was worth it in the back end because I've learned so much. And when this thing runs right, it is a blast. I love this car, I really do. And hopefully you guys consider this and considering what I'm saying before you go out and boost your car. I'll see y'all in the next video, and we're gonna get this thing running again as soon as possible. So if you like 9th gen content, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. We're uploading every day straight.